This is the 44th LeetCode challenge, and it is called Wildcard matching. Given an input string S and a pattern P, implement wildcard pattern matching with support for question mark and asterisk, where question mark matches a single character and asterisk matches any sequence of characters, including the empty sequence. The matching should cover the entire input string, not partial. So if you have AA and pattern of P of A, it's false because this matches the first A but not the second one. If you have an asterisk, we'll match that no matter what. And if you have question mark A, the question mark will match the C, but the A doesn't match the B. Alright, let's get started. So if I remember correctly, we already did a challenge similar to this, but it was for regex instead of character matching, wildcard matching. So I know for that we had, we used like index locations for where we were in string S and then where we were in string P. So if I remember, we would go along each index in the pattern and then check to see if that corresponds to the string. So we'll start off with int s location equals 0, int p location equals 0. Although we'll start off with if p equals asterisk, then return true, just so we can get that one out the way. Okay, so what we'll do here is while s location is less than or equal to s.length. And then what we'll then do is if p location is equal to p.length. So if at the very end of the string, or at end of the pattern, we'll then return s location equals s.length. So basically we're looping while inside of here, and if we're at the very end of the pattern, as in we can't match anything else in the string, we then return whether we're also at the very end of string S. So we should get the character from this pattern now, so car equals p location. Yep, and then we'll have a few conditions. If pcar equals asterisk, else if pcar equals question mark, and then else. And in here, on the else one, that makes it a bit easy. If s location does not equal pcar, return false. Otherwise, it'll be just s location plus plus and p location plus plus. If pcar is question mark, it will just be this again, I suppose. But then it's when it's asterisk where it's a bit trickier, because you have to look ahead to see what the next character is. So if p location plus 1 equals p.length, then this will be just return true. Otherwise, p next equals p location plus 1. Although with this we need to consider if it's a question mark, we then need to look ahead again of that, and we'll need to do that repeatedly until we find the next actual character. So what we should do is do int offset equals 1, and we'll do while, I think this will be p location is less than p.length, and p location plus offset is less than p.length, and actually we'll put this above here, and p next, actually we'll just keep it as that. So we need to keep running this if it's a question mark, or if it's an asterisk then it doesn't matter, but let's put this into here. If p next equals asterisk offset plus plus, then continue. Actually, looking at this, we should get scar as well. So you put that down here. Okay, thinking more about this solution, not sure if any of this needs to be done. Okay, so we're gonna change a bunch of this around. I'm gonna start off with if it equals question mark or scar equals pcar, then we're just gonna do this. What we also will do is we'll keep track of the current location of the asterisks. So int, we'll do p star, and we'll start that as -1, just so we know it hasn't been found yet. And let's see, so p star equals p location. This will be p++. Oh, okay, we also need to, so it's going to be a little bit of trial and error with the matching with the asterisks. So we also need to keep track of the current S index, as that is the last time that a match occurred, so we can return back to that point. So we're matching through asterisks, then we're going to be trying a bit of trial and error for the whole thing. So let's call this last match. This will also be -1. So we have this, that's all good. And you go down to here, last match equals S location. So this is if it's question mark or they both match. If it's pcar, if it's neither of these, then the current match isn't working. So else if p star doesn't, if the star doesn't exist, so we're not currently matching, if p star equals -1, then this is a return false. Okay, so then we need to do an else, which is returning. Okay, how am I trying to do this? So the best way to use an asterisk is use it as little as possible when pattern matching. So because we need the whole pattern to match the string, we need to make sure we have all the other characters matched first before using this. So we save a location of the asterisk, keep record of the current match, and then we increase the pointer location or the p location of the pattern by 1. Then we go up to here, it's now the next location where we're checking with the current location in the string. So if that fails, we then want the asterisk to match that. Okay, I've got it. So if the current letter doesn't match, we then just let the asterisk handle it. So this will be p location equals p star plus, no, not plus, +1. So we're going to be returning, like we went forward, but then we're returning back because it didn't work. So we're going to this location. Oop. But then, because we're now using the star as matching the current position in the string, we're just going to increase it from the last match location like that. But then now we also need to record last match equals S location. Okay, what I really should do is remove this S location from that. Okay, so we're running in here until it reaches the end, although it looks like it's possible that it doesn't reach the end. So we will keep this, but if we do reach the end, we need to check to see if there's anything else remaining in the pattern. But if there's asterisks, then we can continue. Okay, we'll do while p location is less than p.length and p location equals asterisk. Oh. We then p location plus, then we return p location equals p.length. Okay, so I think, okay, let's just read through this. So if p is just an asterisk, then it's true. So we're saving the current location in S and P, we're saving the location of the previous star, and we are saving the last match of the star. So we're iterating through s location is less than s.length. If p location equals p.length, while in here, we then return whether s location equals s length, which is probably false. But what if it's asterisk? Actually, I don't know if that is needed. What we should be doing is... no, we will keep that. You know what, I just want to run it. Let's just see what it does, if it works. I thought I would have an easy time with this as we've already done the regex one, but apparently maybe not. Okay, well those did return true. You know, I want to breakpoint through it, just so I can fully understand what's going on. So we've got the characters like that. Those characters did match, so we increment 1. Okay, yep, so that did work. So we got to the end and it returned false. Then we go to the next one. Oh, that was an asterisk, so it just returned true. How about we change that one? So it is asterisk A. So we go to the next one here. So now it won't just return true. Yep, so A and star. So go to here, P star equals location. Last match is S location and P location plus plus. So we're not at that very end yet. Now on to the second A, and this is P cut A. Oh no, that is the first A. Okay, this is... okay, yep, that doesn't work. Okay, I might need to include length checks in here. So P location is less than P.length, and either of these. But then we need to do this instead. And that'll be the same thing here. Because with the first iteration we're on this character, but we're still checking the first one, so it's then going to plus plus each of them. So get to the end, and as we're not on the pattern anymore, it'll go to these if statements. It will skip this, star does exist, so it will go to here, and it will return, it'll go back to the star, add 1 to it for the P location, so carrying on from there, but it will will increment the S location, so it'll be the second A being used. I think that's how it will work. So we'll go to this one, which is star A. Okay, we've got the star. So we'll go here. P location is not less than P length, or it is. Oh no, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it does this one first, but then now it's not. Oh, I forgot to remove this. So retry that. Actually, that was the wrong spot to put breakpoint. Okay, now we go through. So we've got the star. Patterns A with first A. Go to here, it's no longer less than. So go to there, and I'll go here. Sets the P location from 1 from the star, and increments location from the last match. We do that, then it will get to here, and we'll do this. But now S location is no longer less than S length. This is not less than P length, and I'll return true. Okay, let's just continue. Awesome. So hopefully that's all that needs to be done. We'll copy that, put that into LeetCode, and run on the test ones, just to make sure. Also let's try asterisk A, run that. Then let's also try A asterisk. No, we can do a few more test cases as well for this. Actually, no, that about covers it. Okay, let's submit. Ah, cool. So that solution worked. Took me longer than I thought it would, as I thought this was going to be basically the same as the regex one, but with the regex one you could just go through the whole pattern, and as long as the pattern matched something, then it would work. But with this one you actually had to match the whole string, which made it more difficult to do. But anyway, that's the 44th LeetCode challenge called Wildcard Matching. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe.